President Taye Askasselase, Kabur.
Your Excellency President Taye Askasselase, Your Excellency Dr. Mulatu Teshome, former President of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, the Honorable Speaker of the House of People's Representatives, Taggese Chafo, the esteemed Speaker of the House of Federation, Agenyo Teshagar, the Honorable President of the Supreme Court, Theodros Mihret, the distinguished Mr. Adam Farah, First Vice President of our party, Your Excellency Field Marshal Birhanu Jula, Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, gallant generals and officers of our heroic military, esteemed presidents of regional states, honorable ministers, venerable religious leaders, and all dignitaries gracing this gathering.
ከሁሉ አስቀድሜ 2017
Before all else, allow me to raise my voice in deep and reverent gratitude to the Almighty God for ushering us safely through the Ethiopian year of 2017, a year full of triumphs, adorned with achievements, and filled with hopeful milestones.
በብዙ የተረዳን በብዙ የታገዝን ብዙ መከናወን ያየን ሰዎች ከስኬት በኋላ
In moments of victory, it is both fitting and necessary to pause and give thanks to the divine, as one who's been granted the grace to witness such abundance and progress firsthand, and I warmly invite you all to join me in this humble yet wonderful and powerful act of thanksgiving.
የዛሬውን የመደመር መንግስት የመጽሐፍ ምርቃት አስመልክቶ በተውኔት እጅግ አስደማሚ በሆነ መንገድ
Today marks the proud unveiling of the latest chapter in our intellectual and national journey, the release of the book, The Medemer State. I wish to extend my heartfelt appreciation to the brilliant young minds and dedicated professionals who have brought this book to life.
እና ሀገር ወዳዱ ድምፃዊ ነዋይ ደበበ ታግዘው
I would like to extend my warm thanks to the incredible youth who captivated us with their vibrant circus performance. This moment would not have been possible without the support of the talented and patriotic singer Nawai Dabbaba.
ዶክተር ፍጹም ዶክተር ዮሴፍ አቶ ጌታቸው አቶ ዘሪሁን
My sincere gratitude goes as well to Dr. Izana, Dr. Fitsum, Dr. Yosef, Ato Getachew, Ato Zarihun, and Dr. Danyachew, who have brought this book to life with such clarity, creativity, and vigor. Their compelling presentation of the book's ideas, I say you have earned more than just applause.
የመደመር መንግስት
Let me be clear, the Medemer State is not written to defend the past and make excuses for what we have not achieved. It is not a manifesto of justification. Rather, it is a vision document, an honest forward-looking effort to offer perspective, direction, and purpose for nation building.
ሰበብ ፍለጋ የተዘጋጀ መጽሐፍ ሳይሆን ጊዜ ሲዝን ተሰጥቶናል በግልጽ ምልከታና ሐሳቤ
It is rooted in the belief that when people come together with shared intention and clarity of purpose, they don't just witness history, they make it. And for a nation like Ethiopia, a country poised to rise and transform, this mindset is not optional, it is essential.
እጅግ አስፈላጊው ነገር ግን ረዘም ላለ ጊዜ
Given the breadth of time, thought, and discussion that went to this book, I have chosen to distill the essence into 4 core concepts, 4 pillars that I believe capture the heart of this message.
አድርጌ አጠር ባለ መንገድ የተፈለገውን ነገር ለመግለጽ እንድችል የናንተ ፍቃድ እና ይሁንታ ከሆነ የመደመር መንግስት
The first of these pillars is origin, መነሻ, as powerfully articulated by Ato Zerihun. But this is not about tracing our history for nostalgia's sake. This origin is born out of restless discontent, a burning search for answers.
ለምን ተረጂ ሆነች? ኢትዮጵያ ከማን ስለምታንስ ነው ከማን የምትረዳው የሚሉ የቁጭት ጥያቄዎችና
difficult, even painful questions. Why is Ethiopia poor? Why does it suffer? What causes Ethiopia's pain? And who, if anyone, truly comes to her aid? If we can answer these questions honestly, perhaps our hearts can find peace. But if the answers elude us, the discontent lingers like a thorn in the side, keeping us awake at night, gnawing at our national spirit. It is not because Ethiopia is the only nation that faces hardship. Poverty exists the world over. But what sets Ethiopia's story apart, what makes the pain cut deeper, is the weight of our past. This is a nation that has walked with giants, a country whose name echoes through the halls of history, not as a follower, but as a trailblazer.
ጀግኖች ደፋሮች ለሕይወታቸው የማይሳሱ
We are talking about a land of heroes, a proud people who have never blinked in the face of adversity, never hesitated to lay down their lives for freedom. Ethiopia is no stranger to greatness. It has stood tall for millennia, blessed by nature, rich in culture, architecture, and spirituality. A nation that has nothing to be ashamed of and everything to be proud of.
በባህል በታሪክ ምንም የሚያሳፍር ነገር የሌለው ህዝብ.
And so the haunting question remains: how did a country so rich in history, courage, and powerful become poor? How did a lion turn into a beggar? This is the question we must face, not to dwell on our wounds, but to begin the healing. Because a nation that forgets to ask why will never discover how to rise again.
ያስጀመርን ህዝቦች እንዴት እዚያው ተቸክለን ቆመን ምግብ ለኛ እንቆቅልሽ ሆነብን? ኢትዮጵያውያን
It is often said that Ethiopians were among the first people on earth to practice agriculture. We were pioneers. We forged iron, fashioned plows, and tilled the land to feed ourselves and our communities. How then did a people who laid the very foundations of agriculture come to face hunger, as if it were a riddle with no solution? We were the ones who first wove our garments, a proud tradition of craftsmanship that lives on even today. Yet how did we, who once taught the art of weaving to others, reach a point where we import even the clothes on our backs? Ours is a land with rich legacy of herbal medicine, once found in every household, passed down through generations. But how did a nation with such deep indigenous knowledge fail to develop its own pharmaceutical industry? Had we lacked natural resources or historical experience, our poverty might be easier to accept. But we do not. We possess the tools of memory and the potential, and still we became poor. Consider gold. Some of the world's wealthiest countries don't have vast reserves, yet they purchased a small quantity from us, polished it, displayed it, and built empires around it. We, with our abundance, left our gold buried beneath our feet. It's not that we have less, it's that we store it differently. If the location of our treasures determines our fate, then it's time we summon the vision and courage to relocate them, to unlock our wealth, both literal and figurative. Poverty, in our case, is not a destiny. It is a condition that can and must be transformed. And so we begin with the first force holding us back, discontent. This discontent is not a weakness. It is a signal. It asks the hard questions. Why are we, with all we possess, still left behind? The second force is envy, a spiritual envy. We ask,
የኋልዮሽ የመደመር መንግስት ሲጓዝ
how have others with no gold, less land, and smaller populations managed to move forward while we remain stuck? But this envy, when channeled wisely, can become a spark, a catalyst for change. It has fueled the surge that gave rise to the concept of the state of Medemer.
መንግስት የተገነዘባቸው አንኳር እሳቤዎች አንደኛ
Looking backward with honest eyes reveals two painful truths. First, we have asked the wrong questions. And when the question is flawed, the answer will always miss the mark. Second, we have taken a destructive approach to reform. We have measured progress not by what we build, but by what we tear down. We equated competence with demolition, not creation. And in doing so, we have destroyed more than we have built.
ትናንትናን በማፍረስ እንጂ የጎደለ ሞልተን የላቀ የተሻለ አሸጋግሮ በመስጠት አልነበረም።
The state of Medemer rejects this approach. It chooses a new path, one that builds upon the past rather than erasing it. Let me illustrate this with two examples, the Renaissance Dam and the case of Sudan. Sudan was once a peaceful country, full of potential, but flawed questions led to destructive answers, and today its own people have raised what they once proudly built.
እንደሞከርነው ከሞላ ጎደል ሰላማዊ ነበር። ነገር ግን የተዛባ ጥያቄ ሲነሳና ምላሹ ማፍረስ ሲሆን ዛሬ ሱዳን ቀድሞ በልጆቿ የገነባችውን የካርቱም ኢንተርናሽናል ኤርፖርት እንዳልነበር አድርገዋለች። 10 ሚሊዮን ገደማ የሚጠጋ ህዝብ የሚኖርበት የካርቱም ከተማ
Its international airport lies in ruins. Khartoum, a capital of nearly 10 million people, can no longer sustain its citizens. The consequences of destruction are visible for all to see. Ethiopia too faced immense challenges, and none greater than the construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, GERD. Financially, politically, and operationally, it was an enormous undertaking, but we persevered. We faced the storms and continued. And now that the project stands complete, it has become the subject of fierce debate. Who built it? Who funded it?
ያለቀ ነገር ፍሬ ባለቤቱ ስለሚበዛ እንጂ አሳበን ብንተው ኖሮ አይነንትና አበላሹት ይባላል እንጂ አንድም ሰው አይጠጋጋም ነበር። አሁንስ ተሳክቷል። ስኬት ባለቤቷ ብዙ ነው። ብዙዎች ይፈልጓታል፣ ይሻሙባታል።
Who gets credit? Why the controversy? Because it succeeded. When a project fails, blame is cast far and wide. But when it succeeds, everyone claims ownership. This is the irony of achievement. Let that be a lesson to us. Success attracts scrutiny, but it also brings power, pride, and possibility. And it proves that when we build together, intentionally and boldly, we do not just survive history, we shape it. The Medemer approach, rooted in collaboration and unity, has proven not only effective, but truly transformative. And let us be clear, you are the rightful owners of this success. In the eyes of a Medemer government, time is not benchmark, achievement is. And even in achievement, we do not believe in solitary victories. Isolation has never served us. Instead, it is through shared purpose and collective effort that Ethiopians have turned vision into reality. This triumph does not belong to one government, one leader, or one institution. It is the accomplishment of an entire people, a shared national success. This is why the monument we unveil today bears not a single face, but many, a symbolic representation of all Ethiopians. The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is not just a symbol of engineering excellence. It is a monument to unity. It is a source of pride not only for Ethiopians, but also for friends of Ethiopia around the world. This victory was born out of togetherness, not division. And in that spirit, we must remind ourselves celebrating success together is far more powerful than fighting over credit. To help close the chapter on past discord, allow me to say this. Personally and with humility, I consider my role in the dam's journey to be minimal in comparison to the vast contribution of the Ethiopian people. And for that reason I urge you, let us avoid conflict. Let us not let division dull the shine of this national milestone. The victory is yours, and the Renaissance Dam is yours, a collective inheritance for generations to come. Looking ahead, this collaborative government will not walk blindly into the future. It will chart its course by examining the road already traveled and setting its sights clearly on where it must go. Our ambition is not simply to escape poverty, but to achieve true prosperity. And this leads us to a critical question. Are we driven by fleeting wishes or by steadfast aspirations? Wishes come and go. They vanish with time. They are dreams without discipline, ideas without execution, intentions without institutions. A wish is made today and forgotten tomorrow. But this government does not operate on wishes. It is propelled by aspiration, grounded in a clear vision, guided by a deliberate plan, and anchored in the belief that Ethiopia's holistic prosperity is not only necessary, but achievable. Let us then move forward, not with illusions, but with intent, not with empty words, but with the will of act. Because when we dream together, plan together, and build together, there is no limit to what we, as one Ethiopia, can achieve. This document isn't just about ideas. It's about proving we can turn ideas into action. As my colleagues have said, knowledge comes in two powerful forms. First, through learning, listening, reading, asking questions. But second, and even more crucially, through doing. Real growth happens not just by absorbing information, but by rolling up our sleeves and putting it into practice, learning from every success and failure along the way. This book is more than words. It's a tool, a catalyst for learning, for growth, and for building a thriving, prosperous Ethiopia. We've already shown the world what we're capable of. Our goal isn't to copy others, but to craft a nation that leads by example. We've tried imitation before, with little success. Now we're shaping a country born from our own vision, culture, and spirit, a shining model to the world. And the collaborative government and the Medemer government stands firmly behind this bold dream. Take the Green Legacy Initiative. Nothing like it has ever happened before among black peoples. 48 billion seedlings planted. This is no pipe dream. It's a history in the making. It's a proof that when we unite, think big, and organize, there's nothing we can't achieve. Or look at the Renaissance Dam. Undaunted by global crisis, funding challenge, or conflict, it's a testament to Ethiopian determination, showing the world what black people can do when driven by vision.
ወንድሜ ጌታቸው እንዳነሳው አዲስ አበባን በሚመለከት እየመጣ ያለው ለውጥ ምንም ጥርጣሬ አይግባችሁ በጥቂት ዓመታት
As my colleague Getachew said, the transformation of Addis Ababa is unstoppable. In just a few years, the city will be Africa's gold standard, all with local resources, funding, and relentless drive. It's a blueprint for change that others will follow. And to address Getachew's point about scope, our mission can't stop at city limits. Our motto wasn't just from office to city, but from city to nation. If you travel from Bishoftu to Adama, Hawassa to Jimma, or eastward to Harar and Deredawa, you'll see the energy spreading like wildfire.
ከከተማ እስከ ሀገር ይል ነበር። ቢሮአችን፣ ግቢያችን፣ ሰፈራችን ከዛም አዲስ አበባችን ያልነው ነገር ግን ዛሬ የኛ ስህተት ሆኖ ይሆናል እንጂ ወንድሜ ጌታቸው ቢሾፍቱ አዳማ አርሲ
This isn't coincidence. It's proof that sustained effort, not quick fixes, transforms nations. We can't settle for just 1% of change in Addis Ababa. Our progress depends on our persistence. We've made an incredible start, no doubt, but a start is only the beginning. To reach greatness, we must keep pushing, keep growing, and keep building. If we do, all of Ethiopia will shine as a beacon of beauty, progress, and modernity. Look at the riverside projects in Addis Ababa and Arba Minch. These aren't just local efforts. They are models for the world on how to harmonize development and nature. Expanding this vision can set the entire black world on a path to transformation.
ኮንቲኒቲ ይፈልጋል። ልክ እንደ መደመር ሳይቆራረጥ መከወን አለበት። ያንን ካደረግን ድፍን ኢትዮጵያ የውበት፣ የለውጥ፣ የዘመናዊነት ምሳሌ ተደርጋ መጠቀስ ትችላለች። ሌላው ሪቨርሳይድ ነው። ቅድም ዶክተር ዳኛቸው ከተፈጥሮ ጋር አያይዞ የኢትዮጵያን ወንዞች አጠቃቀምና ብልሽት ገልጿል።
And it starts right here, Addis Ababa. This is our moment. Together, we will build a future that inspires generations. The recent campaign on wheat production and its impressive results clearly shows what Ethiopians can achieve when we unite and work together. This isn't just about agriculture. It's a powerful example that collaboration sparks remarkable success. Our destination is nothing short of inspiring. It's a vision that keeps us wide awake and fuels our passion to see Ethiopia prosperous, thriving, and beautiful. That dream sets our hearts on fire. But this ambition demands more than hope. It calls for a bold shift, a leap from past fragmentation toward a future defined by unity and purpose. So how do we walk this path to realize our vision?
ፍላጎት በታሪክ ካየነው ስብራት ወደምንፈልገው ራዕይ ለመድረስ እንዲሁ በዝላይ ብቻ ሳይሆን መንገዱን በትክክል መቀየስ ይፈልጋል። ሶስተኛው መንገዱ ነው። እንዴት ብንጓዝ ነው ያን የሚያጓጓ ራዕይ ልናሳካ የምንችለው?
First, we must adopt an inside-out approach. Ethiopia's deep-rooted traditions in Christianity and Islam hold a treasure trove of knowledge, not just preserve, but to share with the world. Christianity came to Ethiopia just 30 years after its birth, and Islam found refuge here even before spreading wildly elsewhere. With a legacy stretching over 1,000 years, Ethiopia should not be the eternal student. It must be the teacher. That said, looking inward doesn't mean shutting out the world. Many nations have traveled the road before us, developed, innovated, and succeeded. We should learn from their journeys, not imitate, but absorb lessons that help us craft our own unique path. If Ethiopia can forge unity of purpose and capacity, there's no limit to what we can achieve.
ድማሩን ስንፈጥር ኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ የአቅምና የአቋም ድማሮ ከፈጠርን ተአምር መስራት እንችላለን። የአቅምና የአቋም ድማሮ ግን መፍጠር አስቸጋሪ ሆኖ ለሚታየን ዜጎች የዛሬው መድረክ በቂ አስተማሪ ይመስለኛል። አብይና ዘሪሁን፣ አብይና ጌታቸው፣ አብይና ፈላስፋው ዳኛቸው ስለ ሀገራቸው ጉዳይ በአንድ
Yet building that truly is no easy task. That's why today's forum is so valuable. The fact that leaders like Abiy, Zarihun, Getachew, and the philosopher Danyachew can come together, debate, and share national concerns is a testament to our progress. Their views align closely with the dissident that shakes the foundation. Consider Danyachew, a lifelong intellectual who has boldly questioned established ideas, even at great personal cost, including family strife. Zarihun, once dismissed from the university during the early EPRDF years, remains a fearless critic and advocate. And Getachew, his nuanced understanding of Ethiopia's national interests is rare and deeply insightful. Our nation has the capacity, enough for all of us, but unity isn't about conforming to a single ideology. It's about a shared commitment to Ethiopia's future.
ለሁላችንም ኢትዮጵያ ትበቃለች። ምን ደመረው በአንድ ጭንቅላት ለማሰብ አይደለም፣ ስለ አንድ ሀገር ለማሰብ ነው። የምንደመረው በአንድ አዳራሽ ተወያይተን በዚያው አዳራሽ ሐሳብ ለመቋጨት ብቻ አይደለም። ከአዳራሽ ውጪ የሚንሸራሸሩ ሐሳቦች ካሉ ለማድመጥ ዝግጁ በመሆን ጭምር ነው። የተከበራችሁ ታዳሚያን፣
Our conversations don't end in this hall. We listen widely to voices emerging from the country. Today, every Ethiopian is a commentator, an analyst. Imagine that. Birhanu Nega spoke out. We had only one TV station, ETV, no Fana, no Isat, was just one channel. The impact was already huge. Some even lost their lives for speaking up. Now imagine hundreds of TV stations, Facebook, YouTube, and instant communication. The power of diverse voices is immense. Governments that fail to listen patiently, that resist the flood of scrutiny and debate, risk serious consequences. Ethiopia stands at a crossroad. Our strength lies in our unity, our willingness to listen, learn, and grow together. This moment is ours to shape. Let's rise to the challenge.
አይሳናችሁ። ሾካብ ዘርበሩ በርከት ያሉ ሾኮችን የሚሸከምበት ዋናው ምክንያት የሚያጓጓ ራዕይ ስላለ ነው። እልህ፣ ወኔ፣ ቁጣ ጠፍቶ ሳይሆን ያ የሚያጓጓው የብልጽግና ራዕይ ግድ የለም እኛ ስንረገጥ ነገር እንዳያልፈን በትዕግስት አብዞርብ ያደረግን ብንሻገር ይሻላል የሚል
The reason we have endured so many shocks is because of a powerful, compelling vision. It's not a lack of zeal, spirit, or passion. Rather, it's a conscious choice to patiently observe, to overcome the obstacles, deliberately ensuring that our dreams of prosperity are not lost to rash reactions.
የኢትዮጵያ መንግስትም ሐሳብና ብቃት ካላቸው ለመቀበል ዝግጁ ከሆነ ቢያንስ በመጽሐፍና በንግግር እንጨቃጨቅ ይሆናል እንጂ የሚያደባድብ የሚያጋድል ምክንያት የለም ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ መንገዱ በተቻለ መጠን ኢትዮጵያውያንን በጋራ ራዕይ ላይ መሰብሰብ ያስፈልጋል ብሎ ያምናል።
Leaders like Professor Berhanu Nagga, Ato Getachew Redda, Ato Melaku Allebel, and others share a strong belief. If they lead Ethiopia's government collaboratively, embracing ideas and expertise from all corners, the worst outcome would be the debate through books and speeches, not destructive conflict. Their conviction is clear. The path toward demands uniting Ethiopians around a shared vision. Once we embrace a common vision, tackling divisions and finding solutions becomes possible. The fragmentation that hinders, the setback that hinders Ethiopia's development, the political and social challenge are often driven by those who seek to divide us. These divisions appear as distinctions of ethnicity, religion, gender, neighborhood, or village. The cure? Unity. Our unity will alarm our enemies because when we Ethiopians stand together, we make history, a history of unity echoing back to ancient times. If we can rise above the labels of Tigrayan, Oromo, Amhara, Gurage, Walaita, and Sidama, we can create, innovate, and leap forward. We can break free from dependence and subservience. But accepting ideas, funding, or technology without critical evaluation, without adapting them to Ethiopia's unique context, is not the answer. While many claim Ethiopia is physically independent, the nation is weighed down by many corrupting ideas. If we fail to scrutinize ideas through the lens of national interest, if we refuse to question what we hear, Ethiopia's prosperity will remain out of reach. That's why unity is essential, not just as a slogan, but as a shield against imposed divisions that don't reflect Ethiopia's true spirit. Another challenge we face is psychological fragmentation. The pervasive feeling of defeat, inadequacy, and incapacity that haunts Addis Ababa and beyond. Consider this. Who designed Addis Ababa's corridors? Where did the funding come from? Who were the contractors? Yet too often Ethiopians accept a narrative of incapacity, attributing our achievements to outside forces rather than ourselves. This mindset cuts deep, affecting every layer of society. Brothers and sisters, we are capable, but only if we are driven by a clear vision, a commitment to the collective good that transcends personal interests. Look back 155 years to the 19th century. Visionaries faced a monumental challenge, bridging the vast geographical gap between the East and West by constructing the Suez Canal, a 193 kilometer feet that shortened trade routes by 8,900 kilometers. This was done without today's machinery or technology. Many lives were lost, yet the achievement endures. The Suez Canal reminds us of the critical importance of efficient trade routes. So why do we hesitate to claim our own place by the Red Sea? This hesitation reflects the psychological setback we must overcome. I assure you, Ethiopia is capable. The nation that built the Suez Canal now generates billions annually. The sacrifices made then continue to shape the world. Those who perished during that grueling project left a legacy that lives on, reminding us that while mortality is universal, enduring legacies are not.
በኢትዮጵያና በህንድ መካከል ድልድይ እንጂ ዳገት አልነበረም በታሪካችን። ለዚህም ባህላችን በርካታ ነገሮቻችን ይተሳሰራሉ። ዛሬ የኛ የሆነውን ቀይ ባህር መልሶ ለመጠየቅ የሚሰጋ የሚጠራጠር ትውልድ መፈጠሩ የስነ ልቦና ስብራት አካል ነው። አንችልም ብሎ ነው የሚያስበው። እኔ ላረጋግጥላችሁ ወዳለው ኢትዮጵያ ትችላለች። የዛሬ 155 ዓመት ስዊስ ካናል በጀግኖች ልጆቻቸው መስዋዕትነት
It is unacceptable to believe that Ethiopia should remain isolated or passively handed down through generations, nor do we believe conflict or war is necessary to break these chains. This is why we have worked tirelessly for 5 years, seeking peaceful solutions grounded in international law. Ethiopia must break free from poverty and backwardness. We are ready to engage in dialogue on any platform with any willing partner. But any Ethiopian who believes we are doomed to remain geographical prisoners is already dead in spirit. Peace and prosperity are inevitable. Our brothers and sisters must prepare for this transformation. This will bring about unity and purpose and capacity. My vision.
ለዘላለም ስሙ በትውልድ መካከል የሚተላለፍ ስለሚሆን ኢትዮጵያን የሚያክል ሀገር ኢንካፕሱሌትድ ሆና ለልጆቻችን መሸጋገር አለበት ብሎ ማመን ተገቢ ሐሳብ አይደለም። ይሄን ለማሳካት ውጊያ፣ ግጭት ያስፈልጋል ብለን አናምንም። ለዚህም ነው ለ5 ዓመታት ስንለማመጥ የነበረው። አሁንም በሰላም በዓለም ሕግ መሰረት ኢትዮጵያን ከዘጋት በርና ድሃ ካስባላት መጠሪያዋ መገላገል አለባት ብለን ስለምናምን በየትኛው መድረክ ከኢትዮጵያ ጋር በሰላማዊ መንገድ ለመነጋገር የሚፈቅድ አካል ካለ እጃችን ከምን ጊዜውም በላይ የተዘረጋ ነው። ነገር ግን ኢትዮጵያ የጂኦግራፊ እስረኛ ሆኗ ለዘላለም ትኖራለች ብሎ የሚያስብ ኢትዮጵያዊ ካለ እርሱ የሞተ ነው። ሰላም ታስቀድማለች፣ ደህንነትን ትፋለማለች፣ መውጫ መግቢያ በሯን ታበጃለች። ይህ አይቀሬ ጉዳይ መሆኑን ተገንዝበው ወንድም እህቶቻችን በፈጠነ ጊዜ ለድርድር ራሳቸውን ዝግጁ እንዲያደርጉ ማድረግ ነው። ይሄ መንገድ የአቅምና የአቋም ድማሮ ስለሚያመጣ
My vision is that our parliament will define what suffices and what more is needed. We will stand as pillars for our East African neighbors, just as others have stood with us. We must also provide clear legal and financial support. But for all this to happen,
ሕግና ስርዓት ተከትለን ተወያይተን ገንዘብ አሎኬት አድርገን ወንድሞቻችን የምናግዝ መሆን አለብን። ያ እንዲሆን ደግሞ አራተኛው ማ ያስፈልጋል፣ መንግስት።
There is one indispensable element, government. Government is humanity's greatest invention, surpassing even nuclear science or space exploration. Without government, Einstein's formula would remain just theory. Government is the force that turns invasion into reality. It grows from the basic institutions of family, scaling through communities in a structured hierarchy. Its power lies in acting decisively today while shaping the future. We stand here now, ready to shape the future. Our children will not grow up in a stagnant nation. They will be history makers, supporting African brothers and sisters.
ነገን ዛሬ ላይ ማየት መስራት ለሚለው ቀለል ባለ መንገድ ለመገንዘብ ኢትዮጵያውያን የአፍሪካ እግር ኳስ ጨዋታ
Consider our national football team. Many criticize them for inconsistent performance, yet within 10 years, I promise you, they will be a force in Africa and on the world stage. This is a testament to our youth. This is a testament to our youth's talent and skill. To achieve this, we have built over 100 stadiums in Addis Ababa. Foundations matter. The government invests now so success can follow in 5, 6, or 10 years, even if results aren't immediate.
በአፍሪካ መድረክ በዓለም መድረክ በልጆቻችን የተካነ ብቃት የምንኮራበት ጊዜ ይመጣል። ይሄ ምኞት አይደለም፣ በስራ የተገለጠ ነው። አዲስ አበባ ላይ ከመቶ በላይ ጥቃቅን ስታዲየሞች ገንብተናል። በየሰፈሩ እንደምታዩት። ለምን እሱን ሳትሰራ ቴሌቪዥን እያየ ብትቆጭ ከቁጭት ባሻገር ውጤት ልታይ አትችልም። ፋውንዴሽኑን ብትሰራ ግን ነገ ለውጥ ይመጣል። ለዚህ ነው መንግስት ዛሬ ላይ ሆኖ ነገን የሚተልመው። የዛሬ 2 ዓመት 3 ዓመት ባይደርስልኝ 5 6 7 10 ዓመት ላይ ኢትዮጵያ ጠንካራ ቲም እንዲኖራት ዛሬ ኢንቨስት ማድረግ አለብኝ ብሎ መንግስት ይሰራል። ይሄ አንዱ ማሳያ ነው። ሁለተኛው ማሳያ የትምህርት ጥራት ነው። የኢዜማው ሊቀመንበር የሚመራው የትምህርት ሚኒስቴር የትምህርት ጥራት ማረጋገጥ አለብን ብለን
Education is another cornerstone under the leadership of the chairman of Izema political party. The Ministry of Education has crafted a roadmap to improve quality. Despite early challenges, progress is evident. If within 3 years we can produce 15% of graduates who compete globally, prosperity will no longer be a dream, but a reality.
ቀድም ያልነውን ብልጽግና በምኞት ብቻ ሳይሆን በግልጽ መንገድ እንከውነዋለን ማለት ነው። በቅርቡ ኢትዮጵያ የኒውክሌር ፕላንት ስራ ጀምራለሁ ብላ ማወጇ ይታወቃል። አንዳንዶች
Ethiopia's announcement to build a nuclear power plant marks a historic step. This goes beyond energy. Nuclear technology will revolutionize medical science, precision, farming, and water management. It will create opportunities for our graduates, building expertise far beyond energy. And any Ethiopian doubting our ability to achieve what Russia did 80 years ago in nuclear technology is mistaken. Courage isn't lacking. We are simply beginning to prove journey, and we will complete it. Our current hardships and vulnerabilities, if unchecked, will condemn our children to displacement and poverty. We must act now to prevent that fate.
እንዴት ድፍረት ያጣል? ኢትዮጵያ ትችላለች፣ ትጀምራለች፣ ትጨርሳለች።
One of our greatest setbacks is underutilizing our intellectual potential. This generation must lay a strong foundation. The spirit of the Medemer State is a vision for a better tomorrow, shaped today through imagination, planning, and belief in a brighter future for our children. I want to be clear, this document isn't exhaustive, and my understanding is far from complete. I welcome differing perspectives and constructive critique. Scholars, challenge us. Present your counter-arguments. But for those who dismiss without substance, remember this. Our core commitment is to complete what we have started, to clarify our vision, and to document our progress.
የመደመር መንግስት ሲጠቀለል የሚያነሳው ዛሬ ላይ ሆኜ ነገን፣ ነገ ላይ ሆኜ ዛሬን በምልልስ በምናብ እየቃኘው እየተጋውና እየሰራው
This vision, crafted over 2 years of dialogue, is not just for us, but for the world to see. When I introduced the concept of Frillion in Davos in 2019, work continues, and this may be the final book on the Medemer State. It's titled Medemer Calculation in Trillion. This will be a guide to how individuals can learn to share, sacrifice, and ultimately thrive through self-giving. To those aspiring to write, I offer this advice. In today's technological age, audiobooks provide convenient access to knowledge. Listen while exercising or commuting. Remember, inspiration comes not only from books, but also from Ethiopian elders and community leaders.
ኢትዮጵያውያንና ከሀገር ሽማግሌዎች መማር ይቻላል። በተቃራኒ መድረክ ላላችሁ ለምትቃወሙ ሰዎች የመጨረሻ መልእክቴ
I'll leave you with a powerful Oromo proverb.
አባባል የተዋስኩትን በመውሰድ
Kanopsa kan uimo gorsa. Some things you must endure, some things you must advise against.
ነገር ግራና ቀኝ ሲልባቸው ከህልማቸው የሚጋጭ ነገር ሲፈጠር ካን ኦብሳ ካኒሞ ጎርሳ ይላሉ። ገሪ ጎርሳ ገሪሞ ኦብሳ ሙለተኬት አዴሙ ቀብዳ ይላሉ። ከፊሉን እየታገስክ
ጋሪ ጎርሳ ጋሪሞ ኦብሳ
እየመከርክ ወደ ራዕይ መጓዝ አለብህ ይላሉ። ካን ጎርሳ ካን ኦብሳ ለኔም ለእናንተም ይሰራል።
The wisdom should guide us all. If you have a dream and want to pursue it, your journey must be forward-looking and resolute. I thank you very much.